Good morning, YouTube. Davey Salvage again with another show and tell video. We're going to switch it up a little bit this time. Instead of me emptying the crate and then telling y'all what it is, why don't you come along with me while we empty the crate and we'll find out what's in these crates together. So we're going to start right off. There's an old mechanic stool, roll around mechanic stool. We got a couple Pierce governors, engine governors. There's one. There's two. Let's see. There's three governors. Not exactly sure what these things are. Groco water strainer. Some type of big brass water filters. Gas tank. Let's make sure she's clean inside. These things are clean inside. People really want these. Oh boy, that one's nice and clean inside. Look, brand new. This is, it's off of Tecumseh. Still got an emblem on the end of it. Tecumseh. Gas tank. Looks like we got 3 lanterns in here. This is a 200A, 1967. Kind of rough shape, but it's all there. Then we got this 1990. Don't know what model this one is. Where to even, oh. 286A. I was missing the glass. A 1950. This is a 1950, and I'm going to have to do some cleaning to figure out the model on this one. Can't make out the model. Need me a piece of emery cloth or something. That one's 1950. I've hardly ever seen any back that old. Top's got a couple chips in it. Looks like we got a carburetor. Marvel Shebler. Clean that tag up right there. It'll tell us the number. TSX something. I don't know what that's off of. This is a Ford. This came off of a flathead V8 Ford. Can you imagine a flathead V8? The power you can get through that small of a intake. It's no wonder those things were so underpowered. Anyways, that's a flathead Ford carburetor. OPW gas nozzle, that's probably just scrap. Aluminum scrap. Got a 2-spool hydraulic valve. A Greason 2702. Don't fall off. Looks like it's stuck. Needs some cleaning. Looks like we got another one down here. 2 Groban, G-R-O-B-A-N. Interesting handles on that one. Oh, this thing over here, just laying here. This is an old condenser out of a, probably an old refrigerant compressor. It's got a name on there. If I made it wet, I probably could. T-R-U-M-M-E. Trump? Maybe I'm not making it out. Puffco, something Ohio. Anyways, it's kind of cool. Somebody might want that for something. Got a copper tube all the way around it. We got a bunch of old cardboard Valvoline Super HPO oil cans. Not in the best condition. Some of them will clean up, some of them will get thrown away. Some good oil in there still. All the ones that ain't leaked out. Oh, let's see, what do we got here? That looks like the rear lift to a Simplicity garden tractor. That's the tiller drive for a rear tine tiller for a Simplicity garden tractor, Alice Chalmers garden tractor. We're gonna throw that down here on the floor. Here's the 3-point, and looks like we got some 3-point arms to a tractor. Put that down here. Some big old caster wheels. Dearborn 90 caster wheels. Look at those roller bearings in there, how it swivels. They're just flat little washers type things, or round discs. Kind of cool. I see 3, I don't see 4. Sure would be nice if there was a set of 4 of them. Well, we'll keep digging, we might find it. This is a little car transmission. I'm guessing Dodge Brothers. Guessing Dodge Brothers. I don't think it's Ford. Burt Warner 8-18. I'm guessing that's Dodge Brothers. Maybe an old Chevy, I don't know. Put that out of the way. This is the drive for that garden tractor. Somebody parted out a garden tractor gearbox. Here's a back pump, type of pump. Don't know that that's any good. Just a hunk of plastic. Now, who out there in YouTube world can tell me what that thing is? This is a trip hammer. Slides in a stake pocket like this. And I've been told, I have no idea. Actually, it goes in here. Goes in here. And it's stuck. Needs some cleaning up. But this is steam engine era type of stuff. Tinsmith tool, blacksmith tool, I don't know. I've been told what they are, but the guy told me, said it had something to do with steam engines, and I know a little bit about steam engines, not much, but I don't know that that has anything to do with the steam engine. What do we got here? There's an old beaker holder for a science lab. That is odd. Big cast base, holds your thing, your beaker. Little Briggs and Stratton engine. If it's gonna come out. Ugh. Tiny Briggs engine. We might want that. This thing here is pretty neat. This is an old flag signpost. It says ELKAY, LK, safety sign, signal. Made in USA, patent pending. Anyways, what this thing does is there's legs spread out. Put your street sign and your flags in there. It's for a road sign. Very uncommon. Road sign post. Looks like we got some discs for Planet Junior. Garden cultivator disc. Hey, look at there. There's the 4th wheel. Now we got a set of 4 of them. Well, you'll just set up there. There's 3 discs. We should have 3 more. And we do. 1, 2, 3. Set a complete set. Those are probably Boland's Husky garden cultivator discs. 2-wheel tractor discs. This is just a cross hydraulic cylinder, or chief hydraulic cylinder. I don't know. Stuck? No, it's not stuck. That might clean up. Some of this stuff looks like just junk. There's a tiny acetylene tank. Liquid petroleum gas. And then that one says acetylene. So, need a little acetylene tank. I don't know if this is worth anything. This is a snowmobile engine. And it looks like it still rolls over. It's a Bombardier Rotax Type 247. Still turns over. It's got electric start. Single cylinder snowmobile engine, I think. I think that's what that's for. What else? Hydraulic pump. It's not stuck. Vickers hydraulic pump. Clinton. What model we got? Clinton 900. Gas engine. That's not stuck neither. Paddle tires. Old paddle tires. 12 by 12 by 8. 2-ply rating. These they use on the sand dunes. Hauler. SKAT Scat Track. Hauler Scat Track. You know what? There's a guy collects heel haulers, and I bet that these are a special option for a heel hauler for going on the sand dunes. It's a lot of sand in Michigan. I bet that's what those are. Those are probably for a heel hauler. I don't know. I'll have to call my buddy Logan Bennett, or his dad Josh Bennett, and see if he can tell me what those wheels are for. Hubcaps. I don't know. Studebaker? Pontiac? I don't know. I'm guessing. That's a shot in the dark. It ain't Ford. Mercedes. Let's see what else we got in here. Some type of a gearbox. Peerless gear drive Tecumseh. One more gearbox, probably. One more gearbox, probably. Here's another hydraulic pump and a flow regulator valve, a Vickers vane pump. This is more industrial stuff this week. We're getting away from all the good old antiques. That's a power steering drive. Eaton, Charlene power steering right there. That's what that's for. Power steering. Big brass valve. That's just for scrap. What are these yellow things? I don't know what these are. Couldn't tell you. Some type of a speed reduction, transmission. I don't know. Don't know what they are. There's two of them. There's two of them in there. This one's got a variable speed belt drive on it. Shifter, transmission. Don't know. Don't know. I know that spins the opposite direction of this one. Oh, forwards and reverse maybe. Maybe it's a reverser. We'll have to see if we can find some names on it. Hope I ain't boring you people to death. You see these all the time on the old Willys Jeeps that were turned into plow trucks. This is a high-low jack hydraulic system. The reservoir, pump, the valve, bloop, bloop, all in one thing. They use these for operating plows on the front of Willys Jeeps an awful lot. I mean, they were used on a lot of other things too, but high-low jack pump system. This here is probably a, no, it's not one of the old ones. It says GTW, acetylene tank, with the regulator and the tip. Need to do some soldering, probably work for that. couple big pieces I don't want to dig out of there. A Briggs & Stratton 20 horsepower HOV V-twin. Does it turn over? Yeah, even squeaks like that. I have to excuse my air compressor for a minute because it just kicked on. Compressor kicked on and can't hear anything over that thing. What we got here is an AC generator model RF-3 one phase. These would mount on the front of garden tractors and stuff. They had attachments that would go on there to generate current. It said something on that tag, but it's all faded out. Made by Dyno Co. Ltd. And the last thing in this crate is some little generator apparatus. Looks like military. Franklin Electric. It's got a picture of Ben Franklin on there. Come look at this tag. Mr. Ben Franklin. Franklin Electric. Don't know if you can see that. What else does it say? Well, it's a little gas engine. Can't see the name on it. Worthington mower. That's a Worthington mower engine, one of those old reel mowers, those sideways golf course reel mowers, that someone has hooked up a military generator to. A Franklin Electric, or maybe that's a factory combo that they supplied back in the day. Interesting. Don't know that we'll get it running, but it does turn over. Okay, that's the end of that crate. We're gonna fold this crate up and empty that pallet. That stuff's been in storage for probably 2 years. Some of it came from a salvage yard up in the UP. Okay, what do we have here? Just a big pulley, PTO drive, standard size PTO. Don't know what that would be for. I like finding stuff like this. Look at all those nice little oilers in there. That one's missing the spring. Most of these are made by Gits. G-I-T-S, Gits Bros. Some unique ones in there. That's cool. Hand spinner. That's broken. That's just scrap iron too. Cutter bit. Some type of cutter bit. Anyway, we'll get there. These are John Deere wheels. Cast iron John Deere wheel and some hubs. Probably came off like a John Deere LA or LI, something like that. Tractor, I'm guessing. Don't know for sure. Couple old gears. Avalanche. Couple old gears. People use these for arts or crafts, but we'll sell those in a lot. There's a couple more. One went flying off the cart. 4 of them. Yeah, like I said, people like to make stuff out of gears. That was the guard that probably went around those gears. Wouldn't that be funny? Yep, check it out. That was OSHA approved shielding. That way you couldn't get your finger in there and do that to it. Anyways, what we got here is a Farmall Cub tractor, not a Cub Cadet tractor, but a Farmall Cub tractor, PTO drive pulley for a mower deck. But the pulley's cracked in half. We'll just sell that hub because sometimes those things wear out. So like I said, that's scrap. Oh, by the way, this nice looking crate over here that my handyman John built, my son John built this crate. This is going all the way to Australia. This is a set of arc projection lamps for a movie theater from back in like the 1930s, 1920s. And a guy, David, he runs a museum over in Australia, a theater museum. He bought these and we're shipping that freight over to Australia. So that's kind of neat. Here's a PTO drive extension for a Ford tractor. Old blacksmith vise. Old vise. Probably locked up. And these are just some cultivator parts, some lift parts for the same Farmall Cub. This stuff here is all Cub lift stuff. Here's some more of it down in here. That come off a Cub. There's the other one. Somebody got torch happy with that one. Took a little bite out of it. There's some more. Those are all Cub parts. This is a Farmall C axle clamp. Clamping on an axle. Those will sell if you have a pair of them. Here we got a rigid chain wrench. A number 206. Rigid chain wrench. Actually, not a chain wrench. I don't even know what I'm talking about. That's a chain pipe cutter. See those little rollers in there? That's for cutting cast iron pipe. Yep. That's what that's for. I don't think it would cut steel pipe, but I could be wrong. I think they use those for cutting cast pipe. Rigid pipe cutter, a cog, probably sell that with those lot of gears. This is just a box of old screws. Everybody needs screws. That'll go in the shop inventory. We got some type of a brass, well, that's a piece of chain that's just scrap iron. Some type of a brass handle for opening and closing something. Probably a big valve. Somebody might be looking for that handle. Don't know. Turn wheel. I don't know what's in this pallet. Some of this stuff probably just going to be scrap iron. That looks like a light, some plumbing fittings. Oh, I gotta tell you this. Look here, all you people. 2008, January 1st, 2008, I sold my first item on eBay, and it was 6 wing nuts, just a little smaller than that. 6 wing nuts. I was a scrapper. I cut up steel, mostly for a living. And people had been telling me about eBay. And so I took 6 wing nuts and I laid them on a paper towel, and it took me about 3 hours to make my first listing. And them 6 wing nuts, including shipping, sold for $17.49. And I said, if somebody out there in the internet world wants wing nuts and wants to pay that much for them, I'll get them all kinds of stuff. So I started selling valve handles. People make flowers out of these for their gardens, for art. I started selling all kinds of stuff, and before too long, I was making more selling scrap on eBay than I was selling scrap at the scrap yards. And so that's what got me into selling on eBay. It's a nice stainless steel milk pail, but we're gonna scrap all the plumbing fittings. I don't think anybody's gonna want them. What do we got down here? It's like a number 12 insulage cutter, chopper, door. Oh, that's probably what those gears came off. Because here's some more. There's some more gears. That's going to be a nice lot of gears for somebody. These are all setup blocks for a machinist lathe. Setting up different stuff. Looks like there's some vices here. Some collets, a bunch of lathe collets. Here's another vise, machinist vise. I'm not going to lift this stuff all off because it's too heavy right now. What do we got in this little box? Don't know. Don't know what those are. Have to look them up. It says OTC Tools and Equipment. My phone's going off, so I'm going to shut that off. We got a carburetor and an oil bath air cleaner off a Wisconsin engine, I bet. I bet that's off a Wisconsin engine. We'll put that up there. This here is some apparatus for pulling a well pipe. It's a well driller's tool. Pulling well pipe. I'm guessing just a trap. More lathe collets. Bunch of collets there. Handle, that goes to one of those vices. I'm pretty sure that went to one of those vices. Anyways, we'll find that out. Bunch of lathe jaw chucks, or I mean, whatever they call these things. Slipped my mind. Cross peen hammer. Some type of lathe tools. We got one more bucket. Hey, I know what that is. Anybody know what that is? Bolts on a thing right like that. Then something goes on here. Model A Ford spare tire mount. That's for putting your spare tire on the back of your car. There's a leather hole punch. Sharp on the edge. You drive that through your leather if you're a leather worker. V-belt pulley. Old cast iron door handle. Bongo trolley. Some more scrap iron. Oh look, we got another governor. How many does that put us up to? We got 4 governors. 4 governors and probably 5 carburetors. That's off an F12 Farmall. Linkage is stuck in that one. This is a Bendix. Probably off some little combine engine. Well, let's see what else we got back here. There's a brass part of an F14 carb. Ford bumper part. Maybe. I don't know what this tool is. Valve grinder tool, maybe. What do we say? Black diamond. That's probably a valve grinding machine. Or drill bit sharpener. Maybe a drill bit sharpener. And then another Century motor. We've had a bunch of these the last several weeks. We're going to try to find you the date on this one. 1914. Century single phase RS frame. No, P4S frame. Looking for the horsepower. It doesn't say the horsepower. Amps, RPMs, cycles, serial number, spec number, volts. I've never seen one of these without the horsepower rating. Cycles. But this one I've also never seen one with the dual shaft on it. I'm sure they made thousands of them, but I haven't seen everything in the world. I should plug it in and see if it works. Should be real crazy. Let's be crazy. We're gonna carry this thing over there, plug it in, and actually see if it works. Don't do what I do. Shouldn't lift stuff that heavy. And don't do what I do. You shouldn't plug stuff in like this either. Ha! Ha! It works. Let's try that again. It worked once. Brush got stuck open. They need clean. Kind of works. Needs clean. I wish it told me how many horsepower it was. 220 motor. It's probably a 3/4 horse or a 1 horse. I've never seen one that didn't tell me the horsepower. Huh. Okay, folks, enough of my rattling on. We're gonna get through all this stuff this week. Hopefully by Saturday, if I can keep up with my picture lady that's behind the camera there. She's gonna picture it, my son's gonna clean it all, and I gotta sit down at the computer and twiddle my fingers, type, and list it. And hopefully by Saturday, all this stuff will be listed. So we'll see you again next week with another show and tell video.